Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. GALA is currently coming down further. Already talked about it yesterday that first of all, we are in this deeper retracement scenario now. Yeah, we had two scenarios before. The first one was invalidated, so the deeper support is now relevant. That's really the last chance for it to turn around here. And it's getting concerning. Yeah, I have to say that. There is still, in my opinion, a good chance for a bounce from here. Just simply because there's a few bearish news around GALA at the moment, people concerned about that upgrade. I'm not into the fundamental part too much. But what is visible is that the move down here was clearly in 3 waves. Yeah, so the move up, I count it as a 5-wave move, which you can do. Yeah, and the move down is in 3. So this overall makes a corrective impression. However, we also have to see that GALA is retracing more than other coins, which is why I've highlighted the support area in orange, which is at higher risk of breaking, in my opinion. Yeah, just sort of a bit like a pre-warning. Yeah, there are currently the following support levels relevant from a Fibonacci retracement point of view. So when we have a wave 1 to the upside, that's the first confirmation a trend is shifting. Obviously, we're coming from a very, very long downtrend, right? So this is the first signal that a trend is shifting. The very first one only. There are 3 levels of confirmation in Elliott wave. The second level is that we're holding in an ABC correction or WXY a wave 2 correction. So this is the first level of confirmation. Holding this is the second level of confirmation. Which means you basically need to see a little bit of a reaction in the support area. So far, we don't see anything. So we really have only fulfilled one requirement at the moment. The third level of confirmation is that we get an impulsive rally above the wave 1 high. Now, this is the third level of confirmation. So we really have only fulfilled the first one. So again, you know, that's from an analysis point of view. I can't really confirm to you that we have changed trend, but we can assume it due to the 5-wave move up, and we just need to see if we get a reaction. We already got one here, but it was not a sustainable one. What else to mention? That doesn't mean, that's often the misunderstanding. That doesn't mean you have to wait with trading until you get all 3 levels of confirmation. Essentially, a lot of traders are happy with just 2 levels of confirmation. Yeah. Which is basically the pullback, trading the pullback in a wave 2. But yeah, Elliott wave tells us very clearly these levels, and if invalidated, it's going to be very difficult. And really, for me personally, yeah, the last level of support that is reliable is the 2.56 cent level. That's really the last level that is reliable. There is support lower, but it's unreliable. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so I would personally start to look for new bear market lows below 2.56 cents. However, there is of course still the 88.7 Fib level left. What I mean is, in Elliott wave, you get these hard invalidation levels. So this uptrending scenario, this upside scenario is technically still valid until it breaks below 1.5 cents, right? The problem is that based on probabilities, this setup is most likely not going to work out, and it will probably invalidate if we have a sustained break below the 78.6 retracement. So a sustained break below 2.56 cents will most likely lead to invalidation and will most likely lead to a break of 1.5 cents. Yeah, in 8 of 10 or 9 of 10 cases. So what I tell you, the last reliable support I have left for the bullish scenario is 2.56 cents. Anything below that is support as well, but it needs tight management, yeah, close watching, because these are unreliable support levels. They may lead to a bounce, but it may fail eventually, okay? Just saying that. So in terms of analysis, that's all we can do. We can look here for the 78.6 Fib. Ideally, it's turning around there, but so far I have only 3 waves down. Well, what do I have? I have, I'm counting this as a WXY structure. And in the Y wave, I only have a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3. There's no 4 and 5 yet, so it's running out of space. So there's a good chance of breaking support, unfortunately. Yesterday we measured targets, extension targets, and they all are below the 78.6 Fib level. So we've got 2.51 cents. Okay, if that's holding, that's still okay, because I wouldn't count that as a sustained break below the 78.6 retracement. We've got 2.4 cents, and then the last one is at 1.9. So these are extension targets. What you can do with Elliott Wave, you have the relevant standard fib support for wave 2, but you can also measure the extensions. For example, wave Y often has the same length as wave W. Wave C often has the same length as wave A, and things like that. Or the 1.618 extension relationships. So these all point below the reliable support level, which means the whole chart has become less reliable, which is why I highlight that in orange. From a bearish point of view, because a few people asked me what would be the bearish count. Well, from a bearish point of view, there's a few options. Bearish point of view would be, first option, this move up, 5-wave move, was an A wave. We're doing something like this as a B wave, and we get another rally in a C wave. Here, the B wave can go lower than the 78.6 retracement because B waves like to do that. They're very flexible. We could get a C wave up and then break down. That is not too unlikely given the 3-wave structure to the downside. 3 up, and then here maybe 3 down, and then we find support and go higher. That would still be possible on the long side, to trade it on the long side. It's just more difficult. The other option is that we have the situation here of an ending diagonal, that this here was a wave 4 high. We'd have to find a way to make it work as a 3-wave structure. Probably possible, but it looks quite impulsive actually. But if that was a wave 4, then we could now be in a last, like in the wave 5 down, the last leg down, an ending diagonal. Then this would have been here an ABC in a wave 1, because in an ending diagonal all the subwave structures are ABC. This here would be a wave 2. This here would be an ABC in wave 3. This was the dog yawning if you heard him. This is the wave 4. And then we could get a wave 5 down. Well, it should be really 3 waves. And a logical level of support would then be the 1 cent level, because it's just psychological support, but ideally we're holding that then, because below 1 cent there is not much left, not much room left, okay? But we're not there yet. First of all, we need to wait for a reaction, and I'm not telling you we see a reaction, but it's certainly worth watching all these levels. And if we get a reaction, we have a good chance still to rally in a 3rd wave. Bear in mind that everybody gets bearish towards the end of corrections. So it's typically when everybody thinks it can't go up anymore. So that's why we have these objective levels that we just need to watch. All right, that's my update about GALA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.